Hey everybody, welcome to today's video. Today I'll be doing a flip through of the spring free release by PlanIt Darbi and Martinez Sticker Company. I am rep for both teams, so I kind of want to go over what I received. So if you want to see that, stay tuned. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with the Darb blooms. That's kind of like Darbi's signature, and I've kind of sorted them out because there are duos and like sets of 3 that are kind of together on the website. So the first 2 we have Spring Puddles. And I'm trying to show them as best as I can. I am losing a little bit of sunlight, so I have the other light on, but those have like your blues, yellows, and reds. I also have the Earth Gardens, so you'll see in a minute she did do some Earth Day stickers, and these correlate with those Earth Day stickers, but again, you can use them on your own as well. So those would be Earth Gardens. All right, the next 3 I have, these are going to be the, let's see if she named them. I apologize, I'm just trying to look at the website. So these 2 are going to be the Earthy set. And then you have the Spring Whimsy. So this one is actually one of my favorites. This is Peacock Gardens. So you have kind of like the lime green, the yellow, the blues. I mean, I am so attracted by greens and blues, so this one is like right at my cup of tea, if I can say that. I love the way that turquoise color printed out as well. And then we also have Smitten. So this has your yellows, pinks, and blues. Again, this is another like color combo that I really like. And then Patricia's Garden. So you're going to have the purples, the pinks, and the yellows. So that would be that set right there. Now we also have the these 2 together. So let's see. Let me go with the fruity set next. So this would be the Limeade. So you're going to have the greens, the yellows, the grays. And then you have Groovy Garden. So this is going to give you that 70s groovy vibe. But I love it. So it's like great because you can mix and match these with so many different things. All right, and then we have our pastel spring ones. So you're going to have Spring Whisper. So it has the light blues, the grays, the pinks, and the pastel yellows. And then you have Fresh Breeze. So this has like a little bit of a minty color, kind of like a little peachy color, a gray, and then the light yellow as well. And then the last one, this is my other favorites. So we have Gale Pals. So you're going to have the light blue, the purple, gray, and the pinks. And then you're also going to have the Wisteria Garden, which, you know, this one really, really appeals to me. Purple's probably my second favorite color after blue, and I just think like the way, and it's like, I'm telling you, like the camera is not doing these justice like what they look like in real life. So that would be the Darb blooms. Okay, we're going to move on to the actual sticker parts themselves. So these next 2 I have, these are going to be inspired by Rosalina, who's Let's Plan on It on Instagram. So she is one of Darbi's reps right now, and this is her muse sheets. So we have the Rosalina butterflies. So we have like the regular and the spring and pastel colors. Absolutely gorgeous. And then we have it in bright. So this is going to kind of have like the lime greens, the blues, the pinks, and the purples. But those would be the 2. And I was told that there's some little Easter eggs in there too. So I'm going to have to figure what those are out. But there are some things like hidden. I mean, I can see like there's a heart here. There's another little heart in this one. So I do have to figure out what they are. And Rosalina just got engaged. So I wonder if anything has a nod to do with that. So these next ones are probably my favorites. I even printed out double because I love them so much. So we have the Wildflower Singles. I mean, like the detail that Darbi does in these is so amazing. I mean, like look at that. That is just so beautiful. It's kind of like one of those dandelions that have the white, but then it has like the little different colors. I mean, it's just so amazing. And she hand draws everything. So there's that one. And then you have the Wildflower Garden. So, and like I said, I have a couple of those printed out, so it's the same sheet. But this kind of puts them in like the little groups. And so I think I'm going to use like these 2 together with my Plan With Me along with the butterflies, because I think everything coordinates so well. All right, and then the next ones I have, these are inspired by Mojo Jojo plans. So you're going to have the True Color blends. So you have the warm spring, which is going to have the yellows and the coral colors. And then you also have cool spring, which is going to have your purples and blues and a little bit of greens as well. So those are the two that are inspired by Mojo Jojo plants. This one I was super excited about. This is Garden Life. So, you know, I mean, just like the details. I mean, if you look really closely at what Darbi does, it's just absolutely amazing. I mean, it's just beautiful. And she did some pots like this last year with her spring release. So I think I'm going to pull out some of those and kind of use this a little closer to Easter and kind of pair like her last year Easter ones with this one as well. And then this one has my heart. So she has two that go together. So the first one is PlanIt Love. This is probably one of my favorite stickers too. Like, so Darbi, she did her turtles that she did a few years ago, and she kind of had it as a group thing where, you know, they were supporting, and she was doing like, you know, the funds were going to the World Wildlife or Foundation. I think they had a different charity. I'm not really sure what they were exactly, but hers were the sea turtles. And it's like, you know, that has a special place in my heart because here in Florida, we do have a lot of like the turtles, and we have, you know, areas where they do preserves and kind of block off the beach with like the mating season. So it's very special. And I love how she puts like the city on like the leaf, you know, Happy Earth Day. She says she's not good at hands, but I mean, look at this. That is absolutely beautiful. These stickers are just absolutely stunning. And the fact that she hand draws everything just makes it like so much more beautiful. And this sheet is probably one of my other favorites. This is Respect Your Mother. So you have Mother Nature, but it's going to be Earth Mamas, and it kind of like correlates with Earth Day. And then you have Mother's Day coming up in May. And I think this one is actually very special. I mean, even look, she has dolphins and fish and stuff inside like the hair. I mean, that is just so awesome and detailed. So Darbi should be very, very proud of this sheet. So the next couple of these two kind of go together too. So we have Blooming Raindrops. And I mean, she has this like window that she did again with the detail. You have like the little ducks in the pond, the deer. I mean, it's just amazing. And when you see these in person, they're just absolutely gorgeous. And it says, embrace the rain today, get ready to bloom tomorrow. And then we also have Puddle Joy, and this is actually a special sheet that was a nod to her collab with Aimee. So Aimee is the artist for Martinez Sticker Company. So her and her husband Fernando, they kind of draw some designs together. But Aimee, this would be her, and then this is Darbi. And I found out a fun fact from Darbi's post that she had is that she said that she is actually 5 inches taller than Aimee. So that's kind of why you can see it like here in the detail. But I mean, that is just absolutely amazing. And then, I mean, just look at the detail. This puddle, she has the reflection. I mean, it is just absolutely amazing, like everything that she draws. So these are going to be the other Muse sheet for the release as well. So Nikki, she's also another rep on PlanIt Darbi. So she has the Nikki's Gonna Chase, and so she lives in Missouri, and you know, unfortunately she just had the tornadoes kind of come through her area. Luckily she's okay, but I mean, this kind of came like exactly at the time that was all going through. So hopefully, you know, everything's, but Darbi has a video on her Instagram where she goes through the whole process of making this. I mean, it's just amazing that she just like drew that on Procreate. I mean, it's so detailed and beautiful. You know, she has the radio, the little storm van, and it actually says Nikki's Gonna Chase right there on the van. Born for the storm, not the shelter. And then here is one of those little radar maps with, you know, all of the storms on there as well. Then we also have Stormy Day. So again, the detail. I mean, just look at this in the window. It's got the lightning, the raindrops. I mean, it looks like it's water. I think there's like a little boat in the distance too. She has a little kitten curled up. It's just adorable. You have the storm clouds. Don't let anyone cloud your shine. So again, like these can kind of all go together as well. So the next thing I want to do is kind of go over the scraps. So I'll start with the black and white ones. So she has this set together. It's called Modern Black and White. So in that, she has the black and white grid, the black and white check, the black vertical stripes, which I think she actually released these with her Halloween release because I remember pairing them with the Beetlejuice set. We have the zebra, and we have the corrugated black. That one's so cool looking. So those would be like the black, and those would actually go really great with these like stormy stickers as well. So she also has her grid one. I think it's called Gridlock. So we have teal with white grid. And you can't really see, it looks darker on camera, but when I see it in person, this teal is actually like, you know, way lighter. It's like such a beautiful color in person. There's light green and gray grid. Sky blue grid. These kind of remind me of something that would be on a weather thing, so I think they go great with a storm chaser. Tan dual grid, and then dual brown grid as well. So those were her Gridlock ones. All right, and I lost my place because something popped up. Okay, and then so she has the picnic vibe one, so I'm going to do that one next. So with the picnic vibe, we have lavender picnic, turquoise plaid, grass scribbles. I just think that's like so beautiful, like the color greens. And perfect picnic. So this has your classic, you know, red and white checkered picnic. I usually think of the tablecloths that go on the picnic tables with that. Right. And then she has one here. So we're going to do the warm patterns. I am missing one of them, so I think I must have just forgot to print because I did get every one. But I have Coral Robot, Dotted Hornet, and Sherbet Grid. And there's also one, it's called Blushing Maze. That one, unfortunately, I think I must have missed when I did all my printing out, and I didn't realize it till I was putting these sets together. Okay, and then the last one is going to be the spring scraps. So we have Floral Stitched Pink, Lucky Duck Sweater, Peacock Blue Quilt, and Navy Quilted Wings. So those are going to be all the scraps, minus the one I forgot to print. So that would be the release from PlanIt Darbi. Now you can use code SET15 on PlanIt Darbi on her Etsy shop, and you save 15% off. And if you order now through Sunday, if you spend more than $20, you actually get a freebie. And I do have the freebie downloaded. She just sent it to us the other night. Unfortunately, I haven't got a chance to print it, so that is something I can't show right now. But if you go to the her page, you can see everything that's on there as well. Now, I also am a rep for Martinez Sticker Company, and she did the collab. So what they did is they took the same color palette and kind of did their own thing. So they're not really in any particular order, but I have 15 sheets here. She does have a lot more in the shop. So let me kind of go pull out the tulips here. I'll kind of sort these real quick and just see if I can kind of get them in a way. Right. So let's see here. And I'm a, she does have, I mean, this is probably only half of about what she has in her shop right now for this release. I mean, her last couple releases have been like absolutely killer. So I'm so excited. Okay. So I'm going to start with the flowers I have. So here I have yellow tulips and purple tulips. Now she does have a one that's kind of like that corally red color as well too. I don't have that one printed up as well because like I said, I only got 15 designs. I probably will go back and purchase the rest, but this is what I have currently. I also got the pink carnations. Now she does have a lined carnations as well, and same thing with like the tulips. So she does do a lot of these flowers in lined versions, which is neat because you can do it as just black and white and pair with any colors that you want, or you can color them in yourself. And then she has the forget-me-nots. So I have the pink ones and the blue ones, and then she also does have a lined one of those as well. So those would be the florals, the single florals, and then I do have the blooms. So these are kind of like Imay's signature blooms. So it's just like Darbi does the Dar blooms, Imay does her blooms, and these are the ones that are kind of her style and signature. So we have the pastel spring blooms, and we also have the bright, so you can see like the difference in color with them next to each other. So they are kind of similar palettes, it's just these ones just pop a little bit more. And then she has the spring free blooms. And then I love these little individual ones in there too. So those would be the blooms that she has in the shop. What's great is Imay also does the boxes. Now I just have a few of the boxes. I mean, she does have, like with the pastel blue, she does have a like darker blue as well with this release. The yellow watercolor, so she does have another yellow one. pastel green, lavender. So those are the 4 that I have, but she does have all the other colors in the color palette as well. And then the last couple I have from her, so I have the Messy Lined Butterflies 2. So she does have an original Messy Lined Butterflies that she released last spring. This is kind of like a new take on the one that she has to go with this release. She does have 2 other butterfly designs in her shop with this release as well that she just released. And then I have 2 of the 3 quote sheets. So we have spring quotes. So spring is in the air, spring a lovely reminder of how beautiful change can be. Like a flower blooming in spring, may you embrace the season of growth and renewal, blossoming in your fullest, most vibrant self. I'm not going to read them all, but I mean, you can see, I mean, her handwriting is absolutely beautiful. Her and Darbi both have beautiful lettering. And then motherhood quotes, because you can't forget the mamas. And, you know, this is special because, you know, I do have Logan now. So, you know, me being a mom, like all of the mom quotes that I can have are right up my alley. So I'm so excited to share this release. Now stay tuned for some Plan With Me videos coming up. I will be doing one that I'll probably be releasing in a day or 2 that utilizes Darbi's. And then I also have another one with Martinez Sticker Company that utilizes IMA stickers, which is neat because I think I'm going to kind of pair like both shops together, but I want one shop to be dominant in each spread. So like the one with Darbi, I might put a couple elements of IMAs just because they pair together, but I'm going to make it like 75%, 80% Darbi, and then do like a couple little elements of IMAs. And then when IMA's like page, I want to do mainly dominant with hers and do a couple, like maybe some scraps or something from PlanIt Darbi, so I can kind of like pair them together. But at the same time, you know, I just definitely want to make sure I showcase that shop as well. And again, with Martinez Sticker Company, I am a rep. So you can use code STEPH15 in Martinez Sticker Company as well. So you can do it at PlanIt Darbi on her Etsy shop and Martinez Sticker Company. You can use code STEPH15 in both shops to save 15% on the release. So thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!